Yo! Yo! What's up, TPL fans? It's your boy Dashing here to bring you the highlights from week 4. Without further ado, let's get on with it. So the MVP goes to Haseen's performance. Alright, let's check out the game and see how that went. So they lead Lele and Spiritomb. Goes for a Shadow Ball. Interesting. I'm not sure why he didn't just go for a Moonblast, maybe predicting the Wheezing switch, and it gets O-code by the Poltergeist. Now Turtonator goes for a Smash here, and he goes for a Poltergeist. I think that was very predictable. You don't bring out Turtonator like that if you weren't just gonna Smash. I think the way he switched out also tells us that it might be choice locked, because I could see why he wanted to go for Poltergeist there on the Lele, because he doesn't really have any switch-ins, especially if it's like a banded variant that's gonna do a shit ton to, you know, anything that comes in. Maybe not the Pupu, but you know, chip it a good chunk. But yeah, he goes for a second Smash on the Komala. Very interesting. On the Komala switch, I guess. Goes for a Protect just to see what it wants to do. Flamethrower does a shit ton. I guess he was trying to like burn a max turn, predicting that Haseen is one of those players that would max at the first turn. But Haseen makes the smart play of maxing later on the Poltergeist or on the Spiritomb. Goes for a max flare there, and because of the sun, nothing is really gonna live the hit now. I think you'd need to have maybe... No, nothing. I think even if you had like a AV Zapdos, that's still gonna fall to like a +4 flamethrower under the sun. So yeah, this is definitely an MVP worthy performance. Gets 6 kills under 11 turns. So yeah, props to Haseen for that. Now for our tech of the week, that's gonna go to Christian's performance. So this is against who's Donsky again? Jadon. Yeah. So let's check out the game, see how that went. So they lead Feeny and he goes Masquerine. We're predicting webs here. So I'm not sure. Let's check that again just to see. I think the Intimidate went first, was it? Yes, Intimidate went first and then he went for the Surge. So the Masquerine is faster. So I would think he would just want to go for webs there. The taunt play didn't really make sense because Masquerine was faster. He would have gotten webs off faster anyway. And he goes for Nature's Madness on the Giga Drain. So this Cradily is very bulky. It's one of the best checks to Feeny actually. And we see a Magearna use Trick Room. And so this is actually the tech. It appears to be an Iron Ball Trick Room Magearna, because Magearna should not be underspeeding Cradily. You know, unless the Cradily is like max IVs and, you know, max speed IVs and non-minus nature. But from what it looks like, it has Protect, Giga Drain, Bleach Seed, Stockpile. So yeah, it's not really gonna run any attack investment. So maybe he is, maybe he's not Iron Ball. But you know, if you're running Trick Room, you're definitely gonna want to run Iron Ball there. Brings out Dragonite here. Actually, Christian's team is very chipped at the moment. A lot of his mons has taken good damage. Goes for a Quiver Dance on the Feeny. Switches back to Mag. Goes for an Air Slash. We'll see if he'll be flinched down just like last game versus Aucan. Goes for an Ice Beam there. Gets a Soul Boost. Goes for Protect, stall out the Trick Room, goes for an Aura Sphere. So I guess he's just gonna Leech Seed here, that would be the safe play. Takes a shit ton from Aura Sphere, you know. Oh, the Leech Seed miss. That's gonna suck for him. But yeah, Cradily goes down, and that's like one of the best walls he had. Entei comes in. This is probably gonna max, because, you know, actually he didn't really have to max, I guess. He could have just went for the fire move there. But I guess he felt pressured. Maybe the Magirna had a different coverage move, and he didn't want to lose valuable HP from his Maxmon. He switches out to Dragonite to sack it off to 2 more max moves. Entei goes back to normal. Bennett comes in, just wants to trade its life for the Destiny Bond. Fair play. Maybe Entei could have brought like I don't know what he could have brought. Maybe a taunt set. I'm not sure if it gets taunt. But unfortunate play here as well. He doesn't have CC, right? He just has Drain Punch. And if he had CC, he could have taken out the Mag there and then had a form of win condition. But because he didn't, he's not going to be able to take this one anymore. There's just no way. With the coverage Magirna has, especially with Draining Kiss, to just continuously heal up, there's really no win condition there. So yeah, maybe he was complacent with the Drain Punch set that got him like a 6-0 last week. So he thought that would work against someone like Christian. But you know, Christian is one of the best players in the league so far. So you know, you have to take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, so that's gonna be a nice 4-0 win with the Trick Room Iron Ball Magirna. Amazing plays. And our game of the week is gonna be Sebastian versus David. Alright, let's check out the game, see how that went. Brings out Skarmory on the Spectre. Go Shadow Ball. Lives at 1, you know, not even revealing the sturdy there. Interesting. Sets up rocks. Goes for a Shadow Ball on the Sharpedo. I mean, you kinda wanted to just switch into the Miostic, I believe, because you know that at least is immune to the ghost move. From what it looks like, the Spectre may be choice locked. He goes for a Max Knuckle on the what do you call this, the Aggron. So I think David's in an amazing position right now. He's already up 4 to 6, and Skarmory is basically dead. It has like 1 HP left. So yeah, he goes for a Yawn here. He goes for a Toxic. He actually blocks the sleep by getting Toxic. So I thought maybe that was a heads-up play. He wanted to use another move to like chip the Umbreon down. But no, he just decides to switch out, sacks the Skarm. Go sub Arceus here. This is actually really good. We haven't seen sub from Team N this season. He goes for a Judgment that does a shit ton of damage. And completes the kill with Earth Power, revealing it is Life Orb. You know, very interesting, these Latinos, they love to use Life Orb Arceus compared to like the typical player who just runs lefties on like the Arceus normal. He goes for a sub here, knowing Foul Play cannot beat it. He probably had 0 EVs on attack just to make sure, you know, Foul Play doesn't break it, and has a significant amount of HP investment. It doesn't seem to even be boosting, right? It's just sub, recover, Earth Power, and Judgment. Recovers again. Goes for a DD, interesting, on the Judgment. The Judgment's gonna do a shit ton of damage. So he has to attack here, otherwise he'll fall. He goes for Icicle Spear, takes out the Palossand. Or actually not. You know, that's the trouble with Icicle Spear. You know, me using it last season, I definitely had games like that where I was like, oh my god, don't give me 2 hits. I need 3 or more. But yeah, it happens. He decides to preserve the Mawile. I guess that tells us that the Mawile itself doesn't have Iron Head, from what it looks like. So, but it is really smart to bring out the Miostic and just set up a Reflect. I 100% agree with that play. He goes for a Max Quake there. raises its PDEF. So yeah, him going for the play rough is a sign that he doesn't have Iron Head, because you know, play rough could miss. Iron Head hits both hard. Iron Head would probably kill the Reggie after rocks anyway. He goes for a Sucker Punch here on the Spectre, and Spectre goes for another Will-O-Wisp on the Arceus. Switches out to Reggie. He goes for a sub. Goes for a Volt Switch there. Spectre comes back. He goes for a Recover there. So he thought he may be able to just chip it out. But he goes for a Taunt right here, preventing it from subbing. Smart play. He goes for another Taunt. So that does kind of tell us that it is choice lock in that sense. So yeah, he just wanted, I guess, to position Arceus in a way that it can't sub on Regieleki. But I don't know what this Reggie can do. It's still gonna come down to a mix-up with a Mawile. But seeing as it does fall to the Sucker Punch, I think the what do you call this? The Reggie was also choice lock, or either that, or you know, it only had like attacking moves, and therefore whatever it did, it was really gonna die to Sucker Punch. It was basically a checkmate position. Amazing play by David and Sebastian. That's definitely game of the week. Surprisingly, a lot of these games happened very last minute. So I was thinking of doing the highlights yesterday, but I was busy with like another league. And if I did that, we would have missed out on these 3 games. These 3 actually were uploaded fairly recently. So yeah, I had like games in mind, but I had to like change them all last minute because I got better options, better content. So yeah, that's gonna be the highlights for week 4. Stay tuned next week, and if you like the content, like, share, and subscribe. Put some comments, some besos there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers!